Every unforgettable meal begins with careful preparation, and today's recipe is no exception. The kitchen quickly comes to life as fresh onions, ripe tomatoes, colorful peppers, carrots, and spring onions are arranged across the workstation. Before any cooking begins, each ingredient is washed, peeled, and prepared with remarkable precision, proving that organization is one of the most important ingredients in professional cooking. The onions are placed into cold water to preserve their freshness before the vegetables are finely chopped into perfectly even pieces. Meanwhile, ripe tomatoes are blended into a smooth puree that will soon become the rich foundation of the sauce. As every vegetable is prepared, the vibrant colors immediately hint at the incredible flavors waiting to come together. The attention then shifts to the seafood, where fresh shrimp become the star of the recipe. After being thoroughly cleaned, they're transferred into a large stainless steel mixing bowl and combined with carefully measured seasonings and binding ingredients. Wearing protective gloves, the cook mixes everything by hand, ensuring that every piece is evenly coated. With every fold and squeeze, the mixture becomes smoother and more consistent, creating a flavorful filling that is perfectly seasoned throughout. Once the desired texture is achieved, the mixture is shaped into large, uniform balls before being generously coated in breadcrumbs. Each one receives an even layer, guaranteeing a crisp and golden finish after frying. The prepared seafood croquettes are then neatly arranged on trays, patiently waiting for the next stage of cooking. As the croquettes rest, another pot begins to boil as macaroni is added to rapidly bubbling water. Gentle stirring prevents the pasta from sticking together while allowing every piece to cook evenly. Once perfectly tender, the macaroni is drained and transferred into a large tray to cool slightly before being combined with the sauce. Nearby, a generous block of cheddar cheese is grated into delicate strands, ready to melt into a creamy layer of rich flavor. The cooking now begins in earnest as butter melts inside a large pot, creating a glossy base for the sauce. Fresh tomato puree is poured in, immediately filling the pan with a deep red color that slowly darkens as it cooks. Herbs, spices, and seasonings are added one after another, each contributing another layer of flavor. Soon, the prepared vegetables are folded into the simmering sauce, adding sweetness, freshness, and vibrant color. As the mixture thickens, the cooked macaroni is added and carefully stirred until every piece is coated. Finally, the freshly grated cheese melts into the hot pasta, transforming the sauce into a creamy, velvety mixture that looks every bit as comforting as it tastes. With the pasta finished, the stage is perfectly set for the crispy seafood croquettes to complete this incredible comfort meal. With the creamy macaroni now rich, smooth, and perfectly coated, attention returns to the breadcrumb-covered seafood croquettes waiting beside the cooking station. One by one, they are carefully lowered into hot oil, where the surface instantly begins to bubble with an energetic sizzle. As they slowly fry, the pale breadcrumb coating transforms into a beautiful golden crust. Rather than rushing the process, the cook patiently turns each croquette to ensure an even color on every side. This careful attention guarantees a crispy exterior while keeping the shrimp filling inside tender, juicy, and full of flavor. Once they reach the perfect golden brown finish, each croquette is lifted from the oil and placed on a draining rack, allowing any excess oil to drip away while preserving its irresistible crunch. Now comes the most satisfying part of the entire process, the final assembly. Large serving trays are prepared as generous portions of the creamy macaroni are carefully spooned into place. The rich tomato and cheese sauce glistens under the kitchen lights, revealing a silky texture that clings perfectly to every piece of pasta. The freshly fried seafood croquettes are arranged neatly alongside the macaroni, creating a beautiful contrast between the creamy pasta and the crisp golden coating. A finishing touch of chopped herbs adds freshness, vibrant color, and an elegant presentation that immediately elevates the dish from a simple meal to a restaurant-quality creation. As the camera moves in for close-up shots, every detail becomes even more impressive. Melted cheese stretches gently between the macaroni, while steam rises from the freshly prepared food, highlighting its warmth and freshness. The crisp coating of the seafood croquettes catches the light, promising a satisfying crunch before revealing the tender shrimp filling hidden inside. Every ingredient prepared at the beginning of the recipe has now found its perfect place, demonstrating how patience, precision, and quality ingredients can transform ordinary components into something truly extraordinary. Watching the completed meal come together is a reminder that great cooking is never rushed. Every stage, from preparing fresh vegetables and blending tomatoes to seasoning the shrimp, coating the croquettes, simmering the sauce, and carefully frying each piece, contributes to the final result. Nothing is wasted, and every step serves a purpose in building layers of flavor and texture. As the final serving trays are completed, the recipe stands as a celebration of craftsmanship, organization, and passion for cooking. The combination of creamy cheese macaroni, rich tomato sauce, fresh vegetables, and perfectly crispy shrimp croquettes creates a meal that is both comforting and visually stunning. It is the kind of dish that brings people together, proving that with the right technique and a little patience, simple ingredients can become an unforgettable dining experience. From the very first preparation to the final presentation, this recipe showcases the beauty of professional cooking and leaves every viewer inspired to recreate this delicious masterpiece in their own kitchen.